Hey, good morning, Beulah Church. It's so good to see you. I am live this morning as I am just here for our Monday devotional. It's always so fun to get to do these on a kind of every other week basis. But thank you guys for joining in. Thank you guys for being a part. As you know, we did not have worship in person yesterday because we had a beautiful sort of snowfall yesterday. So I don't know what you got to do in the snow, or if you got to just kind of hang out at home and maybe sit by a fire, read a book, take some time to do stuff at home that you wouldn't have otherwise had time to do, but the snow allowed you to. I know that's what it was like for me. I was able to kind of catch up on some things, and it was just a lot of fun to kind of get to hang out at home and enjoy the snow here in Richmond. And so anyway, I just want to say thank you again for watching, and I hope that you're still able to kind of look outside and see beautiful snow outside. We can here in Richmond. We can kind of see snow on the trees and on the on the roofs of houses and different places. So it's really cool to see that. So our devotional this morning for February 1st is coming out of one of our favorite books, Live in Grace, Walk in Love by Bob Goff. And this is, he entitled this one, Big Love Doesn't Need to Attract Big Attention. And so basically he's talking a little bit about how Jesus didn't necessarily need to attract, or didn't necessarily have this like innate desire in his heart to attract big attention. And so I'm going to read it for us. In Mark chapter 1, verse 43 and 44, it says, Jesus sent him away at once with a strong warning, see that you don't tell this to anyone. And so this was right after a miracle that Jesus had done. And he goes and he tells the people around that saw, or even just the person that he performed the miracle with, he said, don't tell this to anybody. And I always thought it was so interesting that Jesus would say, don't tell anyone about like who did this miracle. Don't tell anyone about this miracle. You know, why would Jesus do that? Why would Jesus say, see that you don't tell this to anyone? If it were me and I performed a miracle, wouldn't I want more people to know and to see, this miracle that I did? Wouldn't I want more people to know and see what I can do? Wouldn't I want more people to like kind of know how great I am, And I feel like Jesus just had a bit of a different motive. And so Bob writes here, go and tell no one. That's what Jesus said to people after he restored their health or even their lives with the wave of his hand. People came to him covered with leprosy, cast out of their communities while they were waiting to die, and Jesus cleared it up with a touch. But before they skipped to their families and friends, before they appeared healthy and ready to get back in the mix, he told them one last thing: don't tell anyone. This was his plan for self-promotion for his entire life. Jesus did his best work in secret. He did a lot of his best work in secret. Bob goes on to write, I have to admit, there have been times when I've made someone's day in a much smaller way, and I wanted a megaphone to tell everyone about it. So I'm curious, does this relate to you? Like, have you ever known that you've made someone's day, done something awesome for somebody, and just almost kind of wish that you could tell everyone you knew, everyone around you about that awesome thing that you just did? And that thing, of course, was probably awesome. It probably helped people. It was amazing. But is this what Jesus is asking us to do? Is Jesus asking us to do something really cool and then tell everybody about the really cool thing we did? Bob goes on to write, I wanted the New York Times to put its best reporter on the story and for it to land on the Sunday morning cover page. I'm sure after all that work drawing attention to myself, I'd wave my hand and say something like, it was nothing, just to cover the huge tracks. It was no big deal. It was just something that I do. These days, Jesus has helped me get out of the way. He's helped me realize that big love doesn't need to attract big attention. There's something transformational about showing love to someone without the glitter and spotlights. The people who understand this make joy their reward. Give it a shot today. Drop a check in the mail for someone who's running low on cash, or slip a lollipop to a kid who's screaming on the airplane. Maybe ask a parent first. They'll have to deal with the sugar rush. Wherever you are and whoever you're with, make room for love by getting your ego out of the way, and leave the applause for the circus, he says. And so, how so that's the challenge that Bob leaves with us. As we finish that devotional, who around you can you love today, and can you check the attention at the door? Can you check the maybe the need or the desire for people to know about it at the door? Because this is what Jesus did. Jesus Jesus would love somebody. He'd heal their leprosy. He would raise them from the dead. He would do some wild stuff, and then he would say, "Don't tell anybody." And I think the reason for that is Jesus didn't need the attention. He didn't want the attention. He didn't want these people to come to him and almost like be fans of Jesus, right? Jesus didn't want to create fans. He wanted to create followers. And so this is what Jesus did. And so I want to encourage us, Beulah Church, to do the same thing. Can we love people without any expectation of anything in return? And can we love people without any desire to see any sort of attention come from them? And so thank you all for watching. I can't wait to see you guys later this week. And it should be a fun time. So I'll look forward to seeing you guys next time.